How's it going? Rich and Bereket here. Welcome to Bereket Live. How are you? How are you guys? I'm giving you what you want. Not my favorite, but hey, if the vertical format is how you consume content, well, that's what you're going to get. So, hope you're having a good day today. What I don't like about the vertical format is I cannot share my screen with you, but it's all good. Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where I live. Need to remove the silent. There it is. Where you're watching from, post in the chat where you are watching from. We got a good show today. Today, we're going to be talking about the Nigerian job market, something people don't usually talk about because there's no data. So, we're going to talk about the Nigerian job market. We're going to talk about Nigeria's over dependence on foreign direct investments. What's up, CJ? Good morning. Can't do horizontal in the studio. I'm recording this on my phone. I think I can do horizontal in YouTube Studio, but the reason why I don't do it is because I can't share my screen. If I'm going to do horizontal, I might as well do it through Zoom where I can share my screen. So YouTube Studio has the option for you to do both the horizontal and also the vertical. But if I'm not going to be able to share my screen with you that way, I might as well just go ahead and do vertical on the phone. Otherwise, it has to be through Zoom where I can share my screen. So we are still figuring all of this out, folks. Like I said, we're going to talk about Nigeria's over dependence on foreign direct investment. We're going to talk about Dangote oil's price swing. He just dropped the price from 799 naira per liter to 774 naira per liter. But this is very common though in the oil and gas sector. These price swings are very, very common. Remember, oil and gas is still conducted and transacted in US dollars. And right now, the current exchange rate is what? $1 to 1,422 on the SendWave app. That's what I use. So the thing is, expect those price fluctuations. They are very, very common. The thing about Dangote though is they have stopped doing the whole volume discount thing. They're not doing that anymore, right? So now going forward, the prices are going to remain relatively consistent, but just expect a little bit of a drop here or increase here. That's usually how it happens. I mean, you go to the pump here in the United States, it seems as if every single day the price changes. How often do you fuel your car? 4 of you watching, how often? So I have a Ford F-150 truck. And it's 27 gallons. 27 gallons. And that lasts me a week because I have to take the girls to school, take them to daycare. And it's also, the truck is what we also use for just every day because my wife's car is a bit newer and then the Ford F-150 is a little older. So if we have to run the girls to, let's say, soccer practice, or we want to just kind of move around town, we just take the truck because it's a high mileage truck. So I go through 27 gallons of gas. In Nigeria, you guys call it fuel. In the US, we call it gas. I go through 27 gallons of gas every week, and I average about anywhere between $80 to $100 per week. So let's just say $400 a month is what I spend on fuel here in the United States. Once a week, okay. Nigeria, it's like, man, have you been to Nigeria and seen those guys fueling in Nigeria? They always buy like 500 naira fuel. That's why you always see Nigerian gas stations are always packed with people, because those guys will go. Guys, just fill up your tank. Fill up your tank. So my Hyundai Elantra back home, I have a 2012 Hyundai Elantra back home. I think I have a 16-gallon tank on that fuel Elantra. I remember going to the filling station one day, because over there they are not used to you topping off now. So I told the girl, top off. She was like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, top off," because I was like empty. She had to do something like that. But anyway, that's an aside. Like I said, let's talk about the jobs markets. Can you, CJ, tell me how many jobs the Nigerian economy added in January? Do we even keep track of such a thing? You are breaking up a bit. I'm so sorry. If I'm breaking up, maybe I should stop moving around. So, my question to you guys today is, how many jobs did the Nigerian economy add in January 2026? CJ, I'm back now. How many jobs did the Nigerian economy add in January 2026? Can somebody tell me? Do you guys know the answer? Where is Nigeria's monthly jobs data? Where can you go to find the jobs data in Nigeria that shows you on a calendar month? Usually in the United States, it comes out around this time, like second week of the following month is when the jobs added in the US economy. The answer is no. Let me not even waste your time. At the end of the day, it's all about jobs, jobs, jobs. If you don't have a way to tie everything that you're doing, all the trade deals, all the agreements, all the jet setting all over the world, all of the so-called foreign direct investment, if you can't tie all that to job creation, you don't have an economy and you don't have a country. We don't have it written anywhere. We don't. There's no such thing as jobs data. And that is what I said earlier, that we are honestly over dependent on so-called foreign direct investment. Our very own Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, her name is Jumoke Oduwole. The information is public. Jumoke Oduwole said that Nigeria's importation of foreign direct investment dollars rose 75% to $21 billion in the first 10 months of 2025. How is all this tied to job creation? One thing that you will not hear the Nigerian government or Nigerian politicians or so-called people in the trade field, when was the last time you actually heard them talk about jobs? Let's be honest. When was the last time you heard President Tinubu talk about the jobs that we are creating with all of these deals with the UAE and Brazil and China? There is no such thing as a jobs data in Nigeria. So, what is going on? Part of the reason is this: we are still largely tied. The informal economy, you cannot track the informal economy, unfortunately. We need to start focusing more on the basics. We got to be able to track and grow Nigeria's jobs data. You walk into your marketplace in Nigeria, Ojo Elegba market, Oshodi market, whichever market, all those people there who are conducting business in one way or another, they are selling akara, they are selling ogi, they are selling slippers and pineapples. That is Nigeria's informal sector. It is virtually impossible for you to track the data on those guys. You cannot track the inflow, and you also can't tax what you can't track. I'm an advocate that the Nigerian informal sector, the person that's carrying puff puff on their head and selling fried yam on the roadside, those guys are not paying taxes. My cousin just sent me this morning a video. He's building an 18-story, and I'm also guilty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty. Because when I'm in Nigeria, creating jobs in Nigeria in my own little way through my activities in Nigeria is not as if I'm calling them and I'm saying, okay, where is your social security number or where is your NIN number so I can tie this employment. I am also guilty as the contributor to the informal sector of Nigeria. I'll call myself out. It's not as if I'm avoiding anybody or as if I'm avoiding reporting employment. I'm not avoiding it. It's just the way it is. When I'm going out there looking for a bricklayer or a cement mixer to work on my project, it's not as if I'm saying, okay, come, bring your NIN number. Let's track you so we can submit you into the system to show that you are employed by me. I don't have that. So my cousin sent me a 3-minute clip of what he's doing in Nigeria right now because we update each other all the time on the projects that we are working on. All those guys, all those laborers, they are all in the informal economy. Impossible for you to track. Then I'm going to speed this up because if I'm telling you, it is not the connectivity because I have Starlink. It's not the connectivity. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I just go back to doing this on my computer. I don't know. We'll do this another day. Maybe we'll do this another day. Yeah, breaking up very badly. Okay, as a result of me breaking up very badly, let us continue this another day. Go to computer. Okay. That's what I'll do. Let's continue this another. Let me see if I can plug into my computer. Okay. Thank you, guys.